2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Reynolds. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Reynolds. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Pearson.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
To throw on 2nd down, Reynolds. And he's got his man on the out route. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Reynolds. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you...
Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Caps will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Norton caught here by Conley. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Norton. In trouble, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And they'll send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Reynolds. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense ready for their 2nd drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
The numbers for Conley a week ago. 19 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Looking to throw. Norton.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got 2 New York teams with 2 different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn. And this should be a fun experience to watch unfold.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offense.
Pressure comes and down he goes. It's It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Nifty move.
And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On 4th down, Reynolds able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Caps go up by 2 touchdowns.
And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Off play action. Norton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Throwing on third and long. Norton can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 1st and 10, Reynolds. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Reynolds. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Second down and 8.
Looking to throw. Reynolds. He finds his man. Complete. It's Pearson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Norton. And that one too wide and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Baker. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the play fake. Norton. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
To throw on 2nd down. Norton. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Norton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking to throw on second down. Reynolds. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Phillips has it running the out route.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin in the Alamo city of San Antonio, Texas, where you see the final score there. The Packers pick up that first victory after losses in their first 2 ball games. Next, we head off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. 35-17 was the final. And finally, Monday Night Football.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Here's Powell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Norton.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Norton. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Conley.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On first down, Norton. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Black Knights have got it back to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. That time, a 9-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Looking to throw. Reynolds. And he will find his man on the outside. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. Back to throw. Reynolds. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Reynolds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 1st and 10, Reynolds.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potential.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Conley.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Operating from the gun, Norton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Throwing on first down, Norton.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Off play action, Norton. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
To throw on 3rd down, Norton. And he comes back with 1 complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Norton. This will be caught by Brown. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, Norton. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That's a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Conley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Norton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baker. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14, down 2 to 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Norton. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Norton.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 1st down, Norton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully,
1st and 10. Norton. And this is going to be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, Reynolds. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And bulldozing his way through, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st. Looking to throw. Reynolds. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Well, on this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. They had a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Norton. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. Touchdown! A big play there. 50 yards.
use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like the offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. Reynolds. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Reynolds. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw, Reynolds. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. To throw on 2nd down. Norton over the middle, complete. That's Baker. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Conley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Norton. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down, They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 4, a little under 1:50 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they